Hospitals use enormous amounts of energy for heating and air conditioning, lighting, hot water, waste disposal, transportation. Where does it come from? Institutions dedicated to quality healthcare should logically be committed to fostering a clean, safe environment. But there are many sources of energy, and growth makes choosing among them critical, because higher consumption may produce higher levels of pollution, while thoughtful, more efficient use results in better environmental quality and reduced costs. To make the right choices, hospitals need a plan, and Kaiser Permanente of Southern California has one. An award-winning plan to meet the needs of its membership while making the best possible use of energy and preserving environmental resources. Within the nation's largest healthcare organization, one region encompasses a third of all member subscribers, over 2 million people. Servicing this densely populated area, state-of-the-art medical centers and clinics treat every type of injury and disease. A group of eminent physicians and surgeons is augmented by some of the nation's most prestigious residencies. Research programs enjoy worldwide recognition, and a long-term multi-billion-dollar expansion is underway. Already managing over 10 million square feet with annual energy budgets of nearly $40 million, Kaiser Permanente is becoming renowned for something else: international leadership in 21st century applications of energy and environmental technology. Many are the result of NASA space research. A plasma arc torch so hot it converts medical waste to glass without combustion was used to simulate atmospheric re-entry. Onboard energy for every launch since Gemini has been generated by fuel cells, essentially batteries that convert hydrogen and oxygen into electricity, heat, and water. Other advancements come from billions of dollars poured into research and development by public utilities, corporations, and private institutions. Burners that don't flame, vehicles that are virtually emission-free, even plants that hardly require water, used in xeriscaping, landscaping with drought-tolerant vegetation. It's a significant water saver. Inside an energy-efficient Kaiser Permanente building, water conservation continues with innovations like sterilizer water recirculation. A typical system saves 5 million gallons a year, enough to meet the needs of 46 homes. No-touch faucets dispense water at a preset temperature when hands cross an infrared beam. Surgeons who scrub 15 minutes use 70% less. And the faucets are also ideal for kitchens and restrooms. With no washers or moving parts to replace, maintenance costs drop. Another labor saver is lighting efficiency. Solid-state LED exit signs don't need costly bulb changes or repair due to vibration and draw less than 7 watts. Their life expectancy can exceed 500 years. Motion sensors in offices and examination rooms reduce costs up to 40%. And of course, shutting off a light doesn't cost anything. Compact fluorescent lamps in place of incandescent bulbs last 10 times longer. For overhead lighting, electronic ballasts eliminate headache and eye strain causing flicker, as well as PCB hazards from those installed before 1978. When combined with small diameter T8 fluorescent tubes and specular optical reflectors, savings can be substantial. One retrofit cut nearly 4 million kilowatt hours, saved $500,000 in electric bills, and eliminated 8.5 million pounds of air pollution annually. Nitrogen oxide emissions are dramatically reduced by radiant infrared burners for hot water, sterilization, heating, and steam absorption air conditioning. Powered by gas, they emit fewer than 9 parts NOx per million, less than a fourth of even the tough Los Angeles standard. During peak electric utility hours, running steam absorption units with natural gas or propane instead can mean substantial savings. In what are called flexible fuel buildings, readily available propane is the alternate fuel of choice and may also be used as the primary fuel when necessary. Overall, the flexible fuel building is an excellent energy management tool. Operators can lower costs, negotiate more effectively with utilities, and smooth out price changes or supply disruptions, even during natural disasters. Transportation is another propane application, with vehicles fueled from the same central tank that supplies the medical center. An all-propane fleet affords near gasoline mileage at a fraction of the price. Clean combustion generates almost no sulfur dioxide or particulates and around 80% fewer hydrocarbons. A buried propane tank is far safer than those for gasoline, diesel, or fuel oil, and more environmentally sound. Propane will not mix with groundwater. Hospitals can also produce their own gas with plasma pyrolysis and totally dispose of medical waste at the same time. Plasma, which comprises 99% of the universe, is formed by running electricity through a gas, generating an instantaneous arc temperature of 21,000 degrees Fahrenheit. A small plasma pyrolysis system vitrifies 1,000 pounds of infectious waste each hour without combustion, and the inert glass byproduct can be hauled away as aggregate for road building or construction. Hydrogen gas given off by the process may be used to generate electricity and heat in fuel cells. So emission-free, they need no air quality permits. The fuel cell works like a car battery. Without moving parts or combustion, it uses 40% less fuel than a traditional power plant and converts 80% of gas energy to electricity and heat. Kaiser Permanente is the world's largest private user of fuel cells, which allow self-sufficiency with little pollution. Emission levels are lower than those found in the surrounding air. To administer these resources, all medical centers have sophisticated building management systems, which cover outlying structures and widely dispersed clinics as well. Every energy-related function can be remotely monitored and controlled. A central on-site system maintains application programs and databases, and it's card upgradable to guard against obsolescence. Energy consumption profiles can be created, permitting peak shifting and load management to help reduce operating costs, while comprehensive monitoring is accomplished through a single energy accounting system. Regional Energy Services tracks and analyzes consumption, costs, and demand charges from 1,500 utility meters. Scanning sends key data to a central database and archives the entire bill on optical disk. Advantages include the ability to maintain efficiency, control costs, detect billing errors, and produce solid documentation of energy project effectiveness, because success of the overall plan is crucial. Millions of people depend on Kaiser Permanente for their well-being, and availability of power is severely limited. Conservation helps contain healthcare costs while improving overall quality of life. On a larger scale, with no new major public sources of energy coming online anywhere in America, Kaiser Permanente's pioneering plan is a laboratory of possibilities for making the entire country a healthier place to live.